today we're doing things a little bit differently. So if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. If you're back for more, welcome back. I hope you guys will subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on everything that's going on right here. In today's video, I'm so excited because we're going into a realistic autumn night routine. I love the aesthetic of some of these videos you see on YouTube, but I am not living an aesthetically pleasing life. I live in Alabama. I'm a regular small town girl, and so this is just my routine and the way that I do things. I am one of those people that believes that just because someone else is doing something their way or a certain way, it doesn't mean that you have to. In fact, it's better to find out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and to really optimize that to your benefit. For me, I don't really like late nights, but I had a late night and I went to the gym, so I was ready to be home. It's such a peaceful night and the weather has been absolutely perfect. So even though it's a little chilly outside, it's not horrible, and that's really just how it is in Alabama. Comment down below if you guys have any weird weather hacks, like we have the cold and hot all throughout the winter season. The first thing I do when I get home is see my caramel. Usually Autumn doesn't really want to be picked up or anything, but she's definitely talking to me.
Hi, Mama. You go potty? You go potty? Aww.
Obviously, the first thing we have to do is go potty.
Come on, girl.
Caramel loves having a backyard, and I enjoy watching her run around and sprint. Usually I'll stand outside, but because it's a little bit more chilly, I'm going to go back inside and I'm going to start on my sleepy time tea. I don't do sleepy time tea every night. I actually have found since moving that I really don't need it. I don't need any type of sleeping aid because I am actually sleeping so good throughout the night. But I've had a lot of caffeine today and I know that I'm going to need a sleeping aid. Plus, it's always fun to sip on a warm cup of tea in the middle of the cool autumn air. Gosh, I feel like such a Gilmore Girl right now. I have been watching Gilmore Girls and I gotta say it's probably my favorite show. Now I want to talk about this tea for a second. Sleep With Me tea has been a huge sleeping aid in my life in the past especially. I absolutely recommend it. You can get it from Publix. It's about $9 and it comes with plenty of tea bags. It was definitely not a waste of money. While the tea is brewing, I go ahead and step out to bring in Caramel. She just comes running in and she is ready to run around the house. Autumn is also welcoming and excited that I'm home. I absolutely love having pets. Can you not tell? The next thing I recommend, and I do almost every single night, is straightening up because I can't stand the thought of leaving the house in a mess. Now, I don't do this every night, especially on weekdays where I'm extremely busy, but on the weekends or on different nights where I have the time, I definitely take 15 minutes to do a quick straightening up. I've noticed that rooms that get the messiest are the kitchen, my bedroom, and the living room. That's basically mine and Sammy's shared space. So we try to keep it organized, but it definitely gets a little disorganized and a little dirty. I know that I don't have a lot of energy left, but I have a little, and I find it to be really, really helpful in the falling asleep process if I just go ahead and straighten up a little bit. I really recommend doing this. Typically, on a night like tonight, I would set out my clothes for the next day, but because I don't have anything going on tomorrow, it's my off day, it's the first off day I've had in a while, I am going to sleep in, I'm going to enjoy myself, so I really have no point on setting my clothes out for the next day. If you guys have any specific night routine hacks or just routines or things that you do, comment down below letting me know what it is, because I'm always looking to improve my rituals and my night routine has been a struggle. I'm definitely better at my morning routine than I am my night routine, but I will say that doing my night routine makes my mornings so much easier and so much more convenient. While you guys watch me straighten up the rest of the house, I am going to just share a little bit of something that's been on my heart. And trust me, it's applicable to what is going on. We all know the story in Luke 10 about Mary and Martha, and basically how Jesus came over and Mary was just hanging out with Jesus. She was sitting at his feet. She was just spending time with him. But Martha was distracted and she was overwhelmed by all this stuff going on, and she basically tells Jesus, look, is she not going to help me? I mean, what's the deal? And Jesus is like, look, Mary is doing the right thing. She knows that this is the time that she has with me. And I just want to encourage you, if you're anything like me, you're the Martha. You're the one that enjoys working hard. You're the one that likes to keep things organized. But I don't want you to miss out on your moment. As I've grown up a lot in the last few years, I've realized there's a time to put the work down and to rest and truly listen to your body and listen to your spirit. And if there's times and moments where you feel like you're failing because your house isn't as clean as it needs to be, or your car's disgusting, or you have a list of tasks that have been on the to-do list for months, it's okay to breathe. But I believe that simple strategies like straightening up every night or straightening up every morning can help prevent you from getting into a really bad spot where you're so behind in your life that you're disorganized and you're uncomfortable, which can often lead to depression. So I believe there's a balance. You can be both a Mary and a Martha. And I kind of think it's seasonal. Sometimes I'm the Martha and sometimes I'm the Mary. Some seasons I'm simply enjoying life, and other seasons I'm enjoying working hard. I don't think there's anything wrong with either of these options, as long as Jesus is always at the center of everything you're doing. Burning yourself out isn't going to help anyone, and so yes, you might feel like that extra 15 minutes every night could kill you, but trust me, it will help you out in the long run. Now, after I've straightened up, and it literally only took about 15 minutes, I get to enjoy some cuddle time. I got on TikTok for a while, and then I really just wanted to read my book, and I started a new book not too long ago. I have kind of been distracted while reading it, so I'm probably going to have to reread it. But it's always nice to sit down and cuddle up and cozy up. What kind of books do you guys like to read? I'm, of course, reading murder mystery, duh. But what other genres are there? I mean, seriously. Just kidding. In the winter season and Christmas season, I'll be reading a specifically Christmas rom-com. I'm so freaking excited about that. Do you guys hear the train in the background? Choo-choo. I love the city sounds. After reading, it's time to start unwinding. This is when I take off my Apple Watch, I kind of set my area up, and it's time to really get ready for bed. The first thing I'm going to do is set the atmosphere, and this is not for the aesthetic. This is literally just to get my brain to calm down and wind down, and so I'll start turning down my lights and making sure I'm ready to go. Meanwhile, I'm sipping on my sleepy time tea. I always like to turn the temperature down a little bit because I personally like to be cold when I'm sleeping. So yeah. I highly recommend that about 15 minutes before you get in bed, you turn all the lights down, maybe light some candles, and that way your brain is just turning off. Next, it's time to do my quick rinse, but today I really needed to wash my hair. I never do this at night, but I just really felt like my hair was disgusting, so I prepped my shower and got ready to wash my hair and wash my face. I recommend a quick rinse every night. You don't necessarily have to get your hair wet, but rinse off the day, rinse off all the grossness, the sweat, and all that. Don't get in bed disgusting and stinky. Your body needs to feel relaxed, and there's nothing that a hot shower can't fix. In the process of being a Martha and struggling to be a Mary in different situations, I have found that my heart and my brain just do not collab very well. So choosing to basically put aside the tasks and make myself rest is something I'm really getting better at, but definitely need to grow in. So after the shower, one of my favorite things to do is get dressed into some cozy pajamas. This is so worth it. So if I were you, I would recommend getting a pair of cozy pajamas for this fall and winter season. I got this suit from Maurice's, I believe, and it's basically just red sweats, and you've seen me in them before, but it's a pajama material, so it's very comfy to lounge in as well as sleep in. Next is my nighttime skincare. So I keep my skincare in my desk because that's just the most convenient for me. I just have about 4 steps, I believe. I start by using a blemish control pad. It's pretty nice, and it also helps me feel like I got all of today's dirt and grime off of my face. I use an eye cream. Eye creams don't do much, but I just feel like it does. I'm convincing myself that it does. I have kind of a conditioning moisturizer that I really like. I got all these products from TJ Maxx, so they were super affordable, but they're also nicer brands, so I really like them. And then I use a retinol oil drip, and I really like how that feels on my skin. It's not too heavy, but I don't apply it near my eyes or on my rosacea. I just kind of keep it on the lower side of my face. Be sure to make sure that you're not leaving messes everywhere you go. Keep your home tidy as you move about. That way you're not leaving extra messes for yourself. It's important for the next day to make sure you're getting up and you have a clean home, so that's why I recommend straightening up. I love sipping on my sleepy time tea as I read my book. Now, typically I would recommend journaling or just brain dumping, but I had already done that earlier before the day, really before I started my night routine. So definitely brain dump and journal before you go to sleep. And that's it. That's my night routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out. I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys.